All right, guys. Let's see. Oh man, that's weird. I am watching the stream on my girlfriend's laptop. So my Victoria down there is actually me. That's how I'm chatting. I'm gonna have to mute this computer because then we'll get that horrible um whatchamacallit, reverb or whatever you want to call it. So all right, I muted that. Now I'm able to. Oh, you know what? That's actually that's true. I can do that, can't I? I'm in StreamYard, so I don't know if it's got the same ban user. Nope, definitely don't want a banner. Um, I don't know if I can mod people while I'm in StreamYard because this is like my first time using StreamYard as like my go through. I used StreamYard once to record a live stream or a conversation between me and my friend, but yeah, it man, let's get this. Where is that? Oh no, no. Oh, do, 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 do. But yeah, so I had recorded a conversation between me and my friend using this, but this is going to be the first time going live. I do. Oh, I hope I didn't make too much noise hitting that microphone. First time using the microphone. My girlfriend had one of these sitting around here, and I was able to use the cord to plug into my phone. What's up, Shady? I was able to use the cord to plug into my phone with an adapter, so I'm actually talking on a mic. Let me know how you guys, how you think that sounds. I when I was recording the two different, I guess there's positive qualities to both. The mic mainly cut out most of the. Oh Jesus Christ! See, I'm a mess. I'm gonna have to back up from that. But the mic mainly cuts out most of the hollowness of the room, so it kind of gives you more of like a I'm in your ear feel, I guess. But so I have a fun show planned for us today, guys. It's gonna be a little unique. I think I have some things that other people aren't really doing here. I hope if you guys have seen my ideas for today somewhere else, please let me know because I'm trying to come up with like a unique kind of a hook for the live stream. Um, I'll do like a morning warm up chat here, I guess, just because it takes a while to get everyone rolling in, and I start a little bit early. What's up, Coro, Shady, Red? Um, so yeah, I'm just doing like a little bit of a warm up chat. I have a little bit of like a structure idea for the show that I think will be fun. Obviously, structure sounds like sounds like rules or whatever. It's not that. It's just I have like segments that I think will add like a fun little twist and give stuff to comment about, talk about, and we'll start a conversation about some of these things. Am I getting far away from my mic when I'm talking? Yeah, just let me know how that sounds, guys. Make sure I'm just trying to make sure that this is rolling smooth. But yeah. So, I guess I'll just kind of explain the idea of the morning show here. I will begin the morning show with kind of like an opening thought, just to kind of like an icebreaker, I guess. Um, um, but I will get the morning show started, warmed up with like an icebreaker. It'll be fun, kind of. Audio good. Big StreamYard comment at the bottom of the screen is an eyesore though. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to get rid of that. I was trying to figure that out. This is tell you what. Oh, the comment. So that's in the comment section. Okay. So how about this? Okay. Okay. All right. That's a good one, Cora. We'll highlight that one. Let's get our coffee and kick back. So I have like these banners set up. This first show is gonna be a little bit clunky because I'm figuring out the um the positives and negatives of the different things that I have going on here and trying to figure out how they work. But how do I do? I know that there was a way to pull the comments. Or maybe you know what? Maybe do I just unclick it? There we go. All right, so we'll just so that way I can cycle through all the things. All right. So like I was saying, yeah. I just unclicked it. I unclicked it. So so sorry guys if you guys are rewatching this on YouTube in the past here. Um, I am working out some kinks, so I'll try to get this cleaned up when I repost it. Maybe I'll download it, edit some of this out. I'm trying to get these live streams to be rewatchable because I know a lot of people can't make all the morning shows, all the night shows. We all got different schedules and everything. So I'd like to be able to get this as rewatchable as possible. So like I was saying, we're going to start each live stream with a beginning, like kind of thought, just kind of like a deep, trippy thought or whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, existential thinking, whatever. Just something to get our brain juices flowing and something to start a nice, fun conversation. So lately, I have been thinking a lot about the idea of, the beginning of the universe. Everyone talks about the beginning of the universe. I think that the beginning of the universe doesn't really exist. And I think it just has existed forever. And I don't think we can even possibly conceive that. I think that we base the idea of the beginning of the universe on the idea that we have a beginning. Okay? And this is the real trippy, true, deep thought, I guess, about this whole thing. Is how much of what you learn in life is based off of your core reasoning, like your core building blocks, your foundation. So if you imagine your own psychological, your psychological space as a pyramid of bowling balls. All right, and I actually read this in a book. I think it was the Fermi paradox, and Fermi is one of the nuclear scientists, and so basically he was talking about the idea that your psychology is built like a pyramid of bowling balls, and if you were to change one of those bowling balls into a baseball, it would change the whole shape of the structure. All right, and it would change the way. I mean, it's like a physical representation of your psychology. So the way you view the world is built on your foundation, and it's kind of changed through those different kind of things. So that's just a thought I wanted to leave you guys with is just, does the universe really have to have a beginning and an end? Do we even understand what the idea of infinity would be? Can we, because of our own, limitations of understanding, just because of, some, just the way we've been, just the way we've been brought into the world. How could we really understand infinity? There's nothing around us that's infinite. Nothing stays the same. Nothing is just forever. It's all a changing game, and to be able to understand infinite, I don't know if we really can. So just a thought, guys. Think about, how your foundation in life affects the way you view it is kind of what I'm getting at. But all right, so if you guys have any comments or thoughts on that, you guys can shoot them in the comments section. So my next two segments are gonna be more fun. That deep. Yeah, I know, Red. I'm super excited. I am really trying to get to that 1K. I really want to hit it. It's just a vanity metric, but it's more just fun. I just want to be like, hey, I got 1,000. But anyway, so our next segment is gonna be a fun one. So I'm not gonna explain that one. But our last one will also be the main topic. I wanted to get back to the idea that we will actually talk about the main topic, which is fish room efficiency. So start getting those ideas of maybe stuff you've been struggling with. We can brainstorm. You can shoot those in the comments. Something that's just like been bugging you. I think sometimes it's hard to recognize the frustrations in your room. You just kind of deal with them, and you just run into that speed bump every day. You just run into it, and you're just like, bump, bump, bump. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna deal with it. But I've realized that there's a couple things that were in my fish room that were running like that recently, and got them kind of changed up, and it got me thinking like, hey, let's talk about the other things in your guys' fish room. Hey, DJ Guppy Fish, what's up? But and then we could talk about all the things going on in your guys' fish room that are maybe bothering you, and we can think of some ways to fix it. I also have some ideas of tank placement and things to talk about on your fish racks, stuff that I've realized because I have a fish rack, you know. So we'll talk about that. I don't want to get too into it because then it'll distract from the flow of the show. I want to get into the main topic later in the show because I want to give people as much chance to roll in, you know. So man, I'm nervous for the next section. So this is gonna be fun, guys. All right, let's try this out. So this next session is gonna be called something fishy morning news. All right. Oh, I'm telling you guys, this is gonna take a little practice. All right. All right. So hopefully you guys can read the sign. The idea is actually to be as goofy as possible. I'm not trying to be smooth. This is a morning show, and I wanted it to be delivered in such that it could be perceived as a news show. So I got the rolling ticker headline, something fishy morning news, and we have a couple topics that I'd like to talk about today. All right. So today in the news, I have noticed Bentley Pascoe going on a diatribe against Aquarium Co-op. Now, he seems to be punching upwards at one of the good guys in the business. But can we be for certain that they are one of the good guys in the business? Someone that says that they're the good guy, do you have to look at them and be like, why do you say that? You know, they say that they have the best products, they say that they have our best interests in mind, but do they? Now, that's something that I think you guys should look into. Watch his videos, check out the ideas that he's pushing out into the world there. He has some interesting background knowledge into product building, product pricing, and all the stuff. And he's got a special eye for those things that maybe the average person doesn't. Now, Corey from Aquarium Co-op has retorted, and he's also said that, you know, some of those pricing is not as transparent as you may think. So he may be downplaying some of the struggles that Aquarium Co-op is dealing with. You'll have to decide for yourself whether or not you believe Bentley or Corey. Check out those videos over on Bentley Pascoe's channel, and if you guys are interested, I will possibly comment or link those videos in the comments maybe. All right, so our next topic will be tanks for nothing. This guy has made a comeback. For the first time in, I believe, over 5 months, he has put out a video. His first videos are known for being bangers. They are over a million plus views. They make the average creator salivate over their view count. But this most recent video, it has been sitting around 300,000, 400,000 views. Is it going to do as well as those other videos? Has he fallen off? We'll have to find out. Stay tuned and keep an eye on Tanks for Nothing. He's a heavy hitter, but is he still the heavy hitter we know? All right. And the last bit of fishy news. This one, though, is more of a lighthearted, fun highlight that I'd just like to put out there. Juanita from Dixon Design just got a bunch of fish from our guy, Jeff Kane, one of the top people in the fish community. Everybody knows this guy. He has donated multiple memberships. He hooks people up on orders. He's personally donated a scud culture to me. All he was looking for was to get the stats on the delivery, temperature, and everything. He's a guy that's really working to bring his fish keeping hobby to the next level. And this guy is someone that you need to check out if you're out there in the fish community. Make sure you check out Jeff Kane's channel and also Dixon Design. put out that lovely video about the stuff that she received from Jeff Kane and had such a wonderful outlook on it. And it was an awesome unboxing video. I believe she said it was her first unboxing video, and that is something to be proud of, guys. So make sure you check out those channels, and that concludes our fishy news. All right, guys, what'd you think? Just a goofy little news section, I guess. Just something I was thinking about doing. I had to do, like make it a thing, So that's the fishy news. Yeah, Coro, see, that's exactly the idea. Is I want to be like the investigative reporter in our yes, yeah, sorry. There's just shot coffee everywhere. Yeah, this is the coffee. There's cryptocorns. Well, actually, unfortunately, there isn't crebensis anymore. I don't have any more. I sold them all. But I do have the coffee. But thanks, Red. Thanks, Red. I hope that was fun for you guys. I but yeah, I want to be kind of like the investigative reporter, but in a total funny, like joking, half-assed way. Because it just, how do you like the sign? I hope it doesn't come off as like I was just being like cheap. Like, no, I don't want it to be like super nice. Like, I want it to. I'm sorry, I keep hitting that mic stand, but I want it to be like kind of cheesy, So that's the idea. So we're done with the morning news. Good morning, guys. We'll be moving on to our main topic here shortly. What do you guys? So, do a short right in front of a fan, something. Oh my God, Coral, that is hilarious. Oh my God. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. See, that's what I really want to up the like the production value. So that's a great idea. That is hilarious. Oh my God. So yeah, so that's oh man, it's hot in here, guys. It's hot in here. So I got to take this my news uniform off. But anyways, so we'll get back to like a more normal live here now. I'll probably break some news every session of these live streams here. Hopefully I didn't do it too early so people can really catch that, because if you guys didn't see that, you're definitely gonna want to watch it in the replay there. But hidden wine. I just got coffee, but I could use some wine. I was a little nervous for this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've done the live streams before, but this is the first one that I actually like planned, thinking ahead, and like had an idea of the flow I wanted to go about. And I wasn't certain how it was gonna go. Hey, is this I never use a laptop, so I can't tell. Is this in shorts form right now, or is this in regular live stream form? If you guys can let me know. But because I have not like I said, messed with StreamYard too much. But and I'm trying to work out the kinks. I'll have a more polished show here shortly for you guys. Yeah, I could, yeah. I will probably like put out some shorts, chop it up, get the mileage out of the content, But so see, this is the one thing, streaming through StreamYard, I need to have it pulled up on YouTube, I think on my account and on a computer too, because I'd like to pull you guys, or at least have one going, because I like that interaction. But I guess, how many people have fish rooms out there? If you guys have a fish room, what are your biggest frustrations in your fish room? I think the most common frustrations are water changes. For me, um, I have a thing with, like, I don't know if it's like an OCD or whatever, but if there's too many steps between something, drives my brain insane. Like, I need to have very smooth processes, otherwise I get frustrated. So maybe I'm just a frustrated kind of person. But yeah, storage organization for sure, for sure. It is vertical view, so it is so it's the shorts format. Okay, for sure. Which I was kind of hoping for. To be honest, when I do them on the live stream, for me, it looks more fun. I don't know how to describe that. Right now, I'm looking at on the StreamYard kind of view, and it doesn't look as fun. But it is what it is. So yeah. So as far as having a fish room, Coro mentioned storage organization. I have problems with uh like feeding like live food. All right, so I hatch brine shrimp, and for the longest time, I had my brine shrimp hatchery like all the way down in this cabinet down here, and there would just be some times I just did not want to mess with like just getting down in there and like just rearranging everything. Like it's I have a water change pump, so I do my water changes with an inline pump. And so basically, it's a pump that has an inlet, an outlet, and then a circle. If I draw the circle, that's like the pump, right? So it's just kind of pulling water and pushing it straight through. Okay, so when I have when I'm doing water changes, I have all of the main hardware in a cabinet so I can keep it closed off so it doesn't make as much noise. Now in there, I also have my brine shrimp hatcheries, and there's just like, if you can imagine it, I have a power strip, I have a inline pump, I have brine shrimp hatcheries, and I have all of this stuff just in this little cabinet. I'm sorry, I in this little cabinet, and it's just so darn inconvenient, to get in there and to try to dig around. And I'll tell you, the past 2 or 3 times that I went into that cabinet before I changed to the hatchery placement that I have now, I actually knocked them over. And if you've never knocked over a brine shrimp hatchery, you're a lucky person, because it is just absolutely nasty. And so I just got sick of it. I was just absolutely done with dealing with that. So I moved them up onto a shelf, and now I have them at kind of like waist height. Since then, I feed so much more consistently on the live food. It's just easier to get to. It's just convenient. Now, I think that that's something that's really important with any of your breeding procedures, that you need to have that stuff easily accessible. It has instantly been a change since doing it. And some other things that I do with my brine shrimp hatcheries. I wonder if I can unplug it, or if you guys will be able to see it. So check this out. Now, you guys could probably zoom in maybe on your phone if you pinch and look in this corner. But basically what I do is, hold on. Yeah. It's going to be loud. All right. So what I do, and maybe other people do this, so I might not be like a genius here or anything, but so I have an air pump that runs a bunch of lines into my tanks, and then I just have this line and I split it into two. And so this is just the one for one of the hatchers, but I used a 90 on it. All right. And this 90, what I would always be driven crazy is just taking my hose and just draping it over the hatchery, because like I don't have a brine shrimp, a Zis hatchery. I have homemade brine shrimp hatcheries. And the Zis hatcheries, you guys just don't have this problem because you got that fancy stuff, and it bubbles from the bottom. I don't think you put an airline over the top. But if you put an airline over the top on one of the homemade hatchers, this little 90 is awesome, because I had a bunch of extra ones of these, and what it does is it just sits perfectly flat. Now, when I used to just drape like a hose over it, it would never just sit in there. It'd always fall out, wouldn't go to the very bottom. I have this hose perfectly cut to where it sits at the bottom of the hatcher. And so I don't have to worry about um I don't have to worry about my hose moving all over the place and messing up the consistency of my hatches. So that was a big all right. So that's bubbling again. So that was a big inconvenience, and it would just it just made all the eggs like clump up, and they wouldn't get easily dispersed. And so since I've put that little 90 on there, it sits more evenly in my hatchers, and it makes it a lot more convenient and consistent. Sorry. But yeah, so that was one big change, or two big changes that I've made recently, was putting my live food in a more easily to access place, which might seem obvious to some people, but it's like what I was saying earlier. When you have these things that are speed bumps, frustrations, they're not like walls that are stopping you from doing these things. You just kind of go through them every day, and it really can add frustration and keep you from doing some of the super important things that are in your daily care routine. Okay, so let's scroll up here and look at some of the. All right, so Coro, I took an architecture drafting class, and now I'm hypercritical of how many steps, especially in kitchens. Yeah, it's like I feel when you have an end goal and you know that you have this, so it's like your end goal is hatching brine shrimp, just because we're talking about that. Why not just make it super convenient? I know I was kind of talking smack about aquarium co-op earlier. I wasn't really talking smack. It was just kind of like the joking news article thing. But like what he always talks about and all the products that they make is like the ease. Like if I'm gonna make a product, it's got to be better than what's been out there. I have the same idea with like DIY stuff. So if I'm gonna make something at home, if it's not gonna act as good as like a bought product, or if it's not gonna act in a better way than like what a bought product would do, I'm just not gonna mess with it. I'll just buy the stuff, because it's like I've realized at this point that a lot of DIY ends up just almost costing you more money if you don't do it in the correct way. So I don't know. I guess that's kind of like my viewpoints on this on these hatcheries now. Is now that I have them kind of set up, I'm a little more happier with them, because I was about ready to get like this hatchery, and it just I just now I really don't feel like it's necessary, because I have it set up in an easy way, and uh probably cost me like, well, they were Arizona tea, the plastic ones. I think there's like maybe $2, and I got to drink them. And then the airline fittings. Most of us have those sitting around, so it's really pretty much a free build. Fish shed, X tool shed. Hey, not so bad. It's Miami, low ceiling. Want a really precise auto feature so I can auto set up a brine shrimp hatchery. Right, dude. Right. I remember seeing because I actually was thinking about something like this. I'm like, I wonder how you could do it. But I was thinking about the Keeping Fish Simple video, where he uh, set up paramecium in like a tub or something. I think he had like a paramecium culture, and then he had a parasitic pump that would auto dose his fry his fry rack or whatever. And I just thought that was the most amazing thing. And then it got me thinking, it's like, I guarantee there's some way to set up like an auto, like brine shrimp hatchery, to where it just like kind of like drops in brine shrimp eggs, salt, and just like mixes it. You could even put all water feed into it and everything. See, that's the kind of stuff that I like. And to be honest, I mean, I've always wanted to make a video about this topic, but I guess we can kind of just like talk about it here. But I've always wondered, like, the idea of, at what point will like AI and the automation like give us like a thing that just is basically like a robot that just takes care of like a fish tank for people. And I don't want that. But it's like, at what point do we do all that? And then, like, what point do we just call that nature? And like, I know it sounds like it's like, but it's like you'd have how much how much technological innovation does it take out of humanity to replace nature completely like that? It's like we have these systems outside like ponds, rivers, and all that stuff, and it takes care of itself. If we back off, it does the best. And then if you pair that with the idea of like technological innovation on a fish tank, eventually we would just create Mother Nature, right? Like you just recreate her in the entirety, which would be like, yeah, like a strap-on RO system that completely demineralizes and strips the water and then remineralizes it. And like, at what point, I don't know, just some crazy future thought. I get on weird tangents like that a lot, and I was thinking about that. It's like, at what point does technology actually fully replace Mother Nature? Can it? What point would it be? And then I also got thinking about like with AI, eventually I'd be able to like train an AI to like fully take care of a fish tank, like they probably already can, right? But could I train, like, if I put an AI into like a robot, and I was like, yo, these are the ways I want to do things, and it just like learns my way of doing things, which I could technically do through YouTube. Download those YouTubes, and then would he be able to just like replicate the exact way of me doing it? Not enough room, especially the last couple of months. A lot of aquariums on OfferUp, cheap or just free. I gotten so lucky last 2 months. I feel guilty passing on to people I know, man. Yeah, dude, the summer is really good for people clearing out aquariums. I mean, like, good, like, if you're trying to buy one. It's bad because that's the turnover that we're trying to fight in this hobby. It's just like people aren't people don't get it in for the long run. They get in because they're like, oh, that's pretty. I want a piece of art in my living room. Ends up not being as easy as they thought. Ends up not looking like a piece of art. Ends up looking like an algae farm. Ends up getting thrown in the garbage, ends up being put on OfferUp, and then we buy it for cheaper. But like, that's really what we don't want, though. We want people to be able to set up an aquarium and then just be more patient with it, you know. Um, ooh, gotta wet the old whistle. Uh, Cheaper, just free. Oh yeah. So red laser. This uses a rigid line from the top lid to a suspended air zone inside. Oh, so honestly, it's kind of the similar thing, and a rigid line probably would help with my issue too, because it would force it to go straight down. Um, I actually don't mind that idea, like a rigid airline. Oh, Jesus. Um, Rigid airline would be sweet. Actually, I gotta pick some of that up. Not the heat. It's gotta be. Coro, exactly. Yeah, sometimes doing the DIY project is actually the most fun. You can have it's just fun being like a little bit of an engineer, you know. I never realized how much I liked, like inventing like little stuff until I was a little bit older. I wish I would have leaned more into it as a kid, because I think I would have had a lot more fun with life. But hey, what's up, Jeff Kane? But yeah, either cheaper, way better, more fun. Uh, I suppose aesthetics can be part of it too. Like maybe you want like a neat looking, thing that you can't really buy. Do. Yeah, Coral, I've seen those Roomba style algae scrapers. That is wild. I mean, like, I got nothing bigger than a 20 long, so for me that's like, I see that and I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. But dude, if I had one of those like Oliver Knott aquariums where he's got that freaking tree coming out the top of it and everything, yeah, man, give me a Roomba. scraper, scrape all that aquarium, that algae off for me. But then it's like, like what point are you stepping away too much? What's up, guys? All right, so I like to go as low tech as possible, but some of the sumps they set up for big saltwater tanks insane. I already rabbit holed that a couple times. So DJ Guppyfish, are you doing some saltwater tanks? I've been wanting to do a saltwater tank. I really just want a clownfish. But I feel like if I do that, I feel like that one tank alone will end up killing my whole budget for my freshwater hobby and building my business here. I'm scared because I feel like it will be a rabbit hole. Thinking about to start working on the unthinkable, a dirted. So you talk about a geophagus dirted tank. Oh man, those are the earth eaters, so they'll be going through that dirt and mud. That water will just be mud all the time, right? Or am I thinking about that wrong? Hey, and I'm just letting you know, guys, everybody that showed up a little bit later, you gotta go and find the part before. If you just scroll through and you go before this little banner dropped, guys, I promise you're gonna laugh. All right. I think so, at least. It was a fun little segment. You guys, if you showed up a little later, you kind of missed out on it. But it was fun. You can, the rest of the crowd will have my back on that. I promise. The Crimson Connoisseur. Oh my God. Red Laser. All right. Crimson Connoisseur, Tommy. Uh, Saw family from out of town. So I've been theorizing a DIY canister filter, all out of labware or other glass. I've seen some acrylic ones, but nothing makes a glass. Nobody makes a glass filter. So you're saying just like a completely clear, like almost like, yeah, like scientific like glass like that. That would be really neat looking. People people would definitely get that. I mean, like, and you could make it out of like there's some super powerful glass out there too, so you could definitely make that happen. Yeah, 120-gallon Geo Winnemillerai. I got a hack. Ooh, Silver Creek's got a hack. Shoot, I might be as low tech as they come. Oh, and I'm not changing. My undergravels work just fine. Man, you undergravel guys. That's something I have not done. I don't know if I will. Um, maybe one day. It's something that you got to try everything once at least, right? The heck's the dirt layer. Yeah, see, when you said you had a hack, I was thinking, I'm like, man, maybe like a grid over the dirt, so you could still grow the plants, and they would kind of pop through the grid, maybe. Or am I thinking about that wrong? That'd be really neat. But so yeah, so some other fish room efficiency stuff that I've been thinking about. Um, that I before I set up my fish room, I never thought about because I never had tanks up like higher. I always had them at like the normal, kind of like waist ish height, maybe a little bit higher. But now that I have tanks up higher, you got to think about where your fish swim in the tank compared to where you put it. Because what I've realized is my top dwelling fish, if I put them on the bottom of the rack, yeah, maybe you could see them from top down, but you won't be able to see them as much because you're always looking down at those tanks. And if you have like lids on, I don't have glass lids. I have the whatchamacallit, light diffuser lids. And if you're looking down, top down, and you have any floaters on the top, you're never going to see those top dwelling fish. So what I've started doing is I'm moving any of my top dwelling fish to the top tanks, and then I can see them better. So that's why I have my lamp eyes up here. I have Uh, anything else really? No, I mean pretty much my guppies I try to keep up at the top because for the most part they stay, more towards the open middle top. In my tanks, the bottoms are pretty well planted. With my pistos, I like to have them lower so I could see over the whole tank, and then I could see because they're definitely bottom dwellers, and so you don't need them as much up high. Um, it's also different for some people too. Like if you run your tanks width wise instead of depth wise, it changes the way you view your tanks. So I've noticed that with like that's kind of why these things matter is like top and bottom dwelling fish is because like with my pistos, if I had them at the top, so I have my male pisto in a tank right up here. If he's not in the very front of the tank, I can't find him. He's like buried in the back, hiding amongst all the fish or all the plants and everything. But if I were to put him in a lower tank, which he will be moving into a lower tank, I can see top down, and I can see if I remove the top, I can find them a lot easier. But those bottom dwelling fish, they're kind of hard to find if they're all the way in the back of a planted tank and you're running it lengthwise. I don't know. But dirt bags. Oh, strong language. That's funny. They just use all vacuum rated glass and connectors, but even a sun tea jar dispenser type thing would work for a basic canister filter. Yeah, there's probably not like insane amounts of pressure, right? But that would be just really that'd be neat. Might look a little dirty though, right? Or is that the point? Is to see the cleanliness of it so you can keep up on the maintenance easier? I own one canister. It's a flower pot in the fish room. Strong languages, but only we have the spare. Oh, the spare puns of interest for that product. Feel free to stuff it. Yeah. Yeah. The stuff like that's expensive. It is. I miss DJ Guppy Fish. Don't worry about it. I can't spell at all, dude. My keyboard. My girlfriend. I don't even know. She must be like a translator or something because most of the stuff I send is just like boom boom, and I'm too into it all the time. Like when I'm texting, I'm just like do 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 boom send, and it's like okay, I should have probably reread that or double checked before I sent it. But nah, man, just send it. Send it. See, Jeff lives in the misspelling world. All right. Yeah, really take. Oh. Old filter sacks make great soil bags. Yeah, I probably will do a tank with like actually using like the substrate bags one of these days because I've seen like Tanner from Serpa Design use that. It seems like it's easier to build up certain areas and not use as much of the fertilized soil because I have got some Fuval stratum. I got like a brand new bag of it. I haven't even actually no I did crack it open. I used a little bit of it. Yeah, to be able to see it also like I'm imagining this as a display right. Why are we trying to hide our filters? Yeah, dude. All right. So there's this guy on Facebook. I bet you guys have seen him if you're in any of like the beginner aquarium groups. I can't remember what group he's always posting. I believe his name's Juan Martinez, if I remember correctly. This guy has a sump build on his tank, and like his tank is not like not my jam. It's got like severums in there, or I can't remember, but I think whatever fish he's got in there can't be with live plants. I think they'll eat them. So he's got like some fake plants that are growing in there, whatever. But his sump build is built like a person's computer build. All right. So all the plumbing is like red PVC plumbing, and it's built like I mean you want to have it open. It's like backlit and with like red lighting. I mean it looks like freaking Darth Vader's fish tank if he were to have a fish tank. So if I wonder if I can find him on Facebook, I'll try to post it maybe in my my Facebook or my YouTube community posts. I'll try to screenshot it and share it with you guys because it's awesome. I'm like almost jealous, but at the same time, it's not really my style. Like I like to focus on the nature aspect of it, but I love that build. Like the care and the thought put into that is just insane. Sculpted sponge filters coming soon. Oh my god, dude, that would be hilarious. I mean, like, is that actually like we're laughing, we're joking, but is that a horrible idea? I mean, leaning into it, you can't get rid of it, so make it something interesting. You could have the Bob Ross sponge filter, put moss on the top of it, and then have his hair growing. You could trim it. How funny would that be? It'd be freaking awesome. I was actually just watching that Bob Ross movie. Well, the knockoff one, and I think we ended up turning it off. I don't think we actually finished it. Kind of bothered me. I was like, I don't. Did Bob Ross get anything out of that? They were like totally taking his whole image, but they didn't even. It wasn't even called Bob Ross. It was like I can't remember what the dude's name is from the movie. Yeah, see, it's like the chia, the chia pet. You guys like Bob Ross, huh? Hold on. So my aunt's for Christmas, I think it was like not this past one, I think it was the year before. Oh man, this is dusty. Got me this. It's a Bob Ross. And then he comes with a bunch of Bob Ross paintings. You know, you can switch them up throughout the years or whatever. Or the days. Pretty sweet. But Bob Ross is the man. Definitely. Uh, I haven't switched that picture up in a while. So that was cool. Got to switch that up. Yeah, it's neat. I think it's supposed to say something, but I think it takes like watch batteries. I've never messed with it, so I gotta maybe throw batteries in there. I bet it says something like we all make mistakes or whatever, like the tiny little mistakes. I can't remember the thing you would always say. Um, Officially out, guys. Good thing there's only 10 minutes left in the show here, 15 or whatever. Yeah, you like that, Coro? Did you not see that? You saw the news thing when it fell down, right? Or you couldn't read it, I bet. Yeah, see that was the thing. I think I need to oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, the fishy news, it's I'll get it darker, I think, because it is hard to read. Yeah, I was worried about. Yeah, definitely it's like washed out. I got my laptop next to me here. So I'm gonna get that darker for the next rollout. And I'll get probably a little bit longer of a story for that news. I'm telling you guys, if you did not see the fishy news sign drop, you should go back to where you don't see it anymore. If you just use that scroll feature, you can go right to it and you can watch that little segment. It's like I don't know, like 5 minutes long. Pretty funny though, I think at least. Um, yeah. So fish room efficiency. And I was sorry I didn't have more of the main topic figured out. I was so worried more about like the fun little aspects of the show to make it more unique and interesting for you guys. Um, so the main topics will be I'll get them better. I'll get them better hedged out here. I also have notes too in my phone, but they're in my phone, and if I go into them, I will lose you guys because I'm streaming through my phone, so I can't even get to them. Fun. Notes are awesome when you can't use them. A little shade up over the tank lights that will fix the washing out. Yeah, hey, thanks for that, Coro. I feel like you gave me an alley-oop there. You want to talk about fish room efficiency? You gotta have a light blocker. Ugh. Yeah, hey, Dixon, you got a shout out in this live stream. If you go back to before you, if you scroll back to the beginning, I think it's about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes in. Just scroll before you see this banner. All right, it'll be just like a normal. It'll look like that. All right, when the banner drop, yeah, the curtain. Oh, thank you. But yeah, Juanita, if you go back, I'm telling you, it's like right around 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I think. You got a shout out. Just watch that little fishy news section. All right, it's funny and you actually got a shout out in there. I loved your unboxing video and it's really cool. I forgot to tell you, Jeff, too. You got a shout out as well. You guys both did. It was about the package that you sent her and just wanted to get more exposure for that because you guys are both awesome. Yeah, I had. Please check that section out. It's the one thing that I think that will make this like rewatchable. I'm gonna have to chop it up because if I don't if you don't get to that section, you're not gonna see it. So maybe I'll just chop that out as a short, which I think I think Red had actually or Red or somebody had suggested to me earlier. So I chop that out into a short because it will be that'd be a fun shorts series. But I'll also have some more. There's a high pressure front moving in from the PNW as Bentley Pascoe tears into Graham Cuff's Panaguati advertising. Oh my god, I love that. I love it. That is funny, dude. Oh my god. Oh man, you guys are a blast. You guys are a blast. And what's funny is I definitely have like a storm system. It looks like rolling in right now too, which is yeah. I mean, I could report on that. Jesus, dude, the weather has been wild out here. In Chicago, I work out like right off the lake, and oh my god, the um the wind and rain has been like otherworldly. Do you ever have weather feel like make you feel small? Like you're just like, wow, dude, I am nothing. And like tornadoes, one thing, but just like basic wind. You're just like it's just like a windy day and you're like literally almost losing your balance because like the wind is so strong. And I'm a janitor, so I'm pulling out garbage and stuff, and it's just like trying to keep this stuff together. It's just been insane. It's like how I don't know. The world can make you feel real small sometimes, and weather is one of those ways it does it. Oh my God, Coro, yes. We could, oh my God, we could be the Chicago duo for sure. Dude, for sure. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, oh my God, that'd be hilarious. He could be the Tom Skilling. I think yeah, Tom Skilling just I think just retired recently. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, the wind storms, crazy weather, and I'm really missing more coffee here. My mouth is like super dry. Got some water. Mm. Yeah, I mean, I guess as far as on the hey Branton, what's up? Um, got about a little bit left in this live stream. I'm gonna try to keep it to an hour, and then I'll chop it up and shorten it up. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Uh, that's Mr. Ed, I think, right? I forgot to shout him out in the video as well because he was your cameraman on that. So if you see that, Juanita, I forgot to shout him out on that too. Um, but yeah, Rockford. Ah, man, Chicago. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So as far as fish room efficiency too, one thing that really I rely on heavily is my Wi-Fi timers. I have like these Govee Wi-Fi timers, and they are like a lifesaver. I can turn what bothers me is I always want to make a video of this, and I record everything on my phone for the most part, and then I can't show you what I'm doing. But basically, I have voice controls on my phone too, and they can control everything in my room. So I can turn off individual parts of my tanks. I could turn off individual sections of my tanks. I could turn them all off, turn them all on, and I can also control my water change pump with those Wi-Fi timers. So I have my water change pump. It's like I said earlier, it's an inline pump. So I said there's an inlet, and outlet. I have a hook, like a water change hook, hooked up to the inlet, and then my outlet goes into my sink. All right, and I have that pump plugged into a Wi-Fi timer. So when I'm doing my water changes, I could just be like, I can't say it, but hey, that water thing, turn on. Hey, that S word, turn on water pump, and then it turns on. And I'll drain a section of the tank, and then I can turn that off. And I have actual, screen switches too that I can turn the on off from there too. But it makes it really nice because I'm real big into, like me and Cora were talking about earlier, is keeping out frustration. So if I spill water on the ground, my brain loses it. I can't help it. I can't help it. It just ah. Now eventually, if I have like a fish room, maybe it won't bother me as much. But I have a fish room, but I'm like technically in my kitchen. So it's kind of it's I think that's what bothers me about it. But I'm gonna do a live stream displaying my water change system because I think you guys will like it. I see people using inline pumps to change water, in that like they push the water out of their aquarium and then use that to kind of push it the rest of the way. But I don't think I ever see anybody use the inline pump in the way that I'm using it. Okay. Yesterday the windstorm was obnoxious. For native. Yeah, Branton. You and Jeff might actually be close to each other. Uh, you guys are both out there in Wisconsin, I think. Yeah, see, I can't stand spilling the water. It's like it just I don't know if it feels dirty. I mean, I guess. I also am like kind of paranoid about causing warpage in any of the ground because I have like those like the snap together fake wood floor that they did in the apartment that I'm in, and I think if it soaks up too much water, it'll start warping. So I keep an eye on that. And then I have like in my fish room, I have a waterproof like outdoor carpet. So if I spill on that, technically I don't need to worry about it, but it just messes with my mind. Oh, I got a guy messaging me about plants right now. Forgot to finish up the conversation with him. Oh man. Well, yeah, dude, Wisconsin people. See, we're making connections out here, guys. Making connections. And Brandon, it means a lot that you showed up, man. Thank you for that. It's cool. I think we started. I think I met you or whatever you want to call it in, was it the Chris Lukop live, or maybe it was just LRBs. I can't remember, but it's cool, man. It's neat. We're Facebook friends now. It's neat. Did a water change Tuesday and did not overflow. I was hey, very nice, Juanita. Very nice. Yeah. The I have overflowed 2 or 3 of the 10 gallons whilst refilling because my distracted brain. Never a fun situation. And then you just feel like, oh my god, and then oh my god, so many things can happen. So many things can happen. Well, guys, um, man, I forgot to put the main topic ticker on. I was supposed to say main topic while we were talking about the main topic. But well, thank you guys for coming to Cryptocorns, Crebensis, and Coffee. Um, hey, Branton, yeah, I would love. I won't get them anywhere else, man. I'll be waiting for you. Don't worry about it. I I would love to grab those from someone that's in the in our community, and then yeah. But Floor dreams impersonating a hurricane might not be the best. I'll do it like in the shower or something, or outside. No, I'll do it outside. Maybe I'll just do it in the actual rain. Who knows? We'll see. I'll figure it out. But no, that I'm probably not gonna impersonate the hurricane like right in my living room. But I'll think about it. I'll figure out how to do it. I'll figure it out. I'm pretty good with the director part of being funny. Now, presenting information is a little bit different, but I think I need to add more of that funny aspect into some of the videos. So I think I'm going to try to go for that. Yeah, hey, Jeff, check it out. I really think you'll laugh at it. I'm really aiming for that replayability, so I'm going to clean up this stream a little bit, and I'll probably repost it and maybe like cut out some of us just kind of hanging out and talking stuff, you know. Coro, I like that idea. I'll screenshot that real quick. Boom. And yeah, I'll do a community post poll, trying to get like unique topics. Definitely want to keep it fish related, um, or aquarium related, or your relationship to aquarium. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much for coming out here. I gotta take off because it is 12 o'clock and I gotta get ready for work. It means a lot that you guys all showed up and you gave me a little bit of your time here. And keep an eye out for these outside videos that I'm putting out. I'm doing a special on Rock Run Preserve. It's a stream in my local area. I'm chasing it from not necessarily the birth of the stream, but a drainage area that seems to feed the majority of it. And then it runs down into this pond. And the footage that I have coming out in the next couple of days, I'm recording in a different style. So I'm basically going to be doing it's going to be pretty much like a nature documentary kind of style. Should be really interesting. And the footage that I got is the footage that I got in this lake is just amazing. I am struggling a little bit with YouTube's upload quality because like on my end when I have the footage it is just stunning, guys. I mean, stunning. The GoPro is so good, but when you upload it, you do lose a little bit of quality. So I'm gonna try to get the best internet connection I can, uploading it while I'm on Wi-Fi. I think that might affect the upload, and then hopefully that leads to a better outcome that I can show you guys. So I would like to leave you guys with this. Working cuts into my YouTube time. It does. Why do we all have to work so much? It's lame. I don't want to, guys. I don't want to go to work. I just want to sit here and hang out with you guys and then pass it off to the next person who's doing a live stream and we could just keep hanging out. That would be nice. But unfortunately, gotta go keep that hamster wheel rolling. So catch y'all later. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I will catch you next time.